Yeah, I'm no fool. I know secrets. Rude. And finally, the last outfit I've been missing.
To set the game again.
Are you kidding? That was the last one I missed? Why is that the last one I missed? What are the chances of that being the last one I missed? What are the absolute chances of that being the last one I miss?
Mr. Q, are you okay?
Look at you! Aren't you a cute dragon? I know your name is Kilo, but I'm going to name you Rocks, because you look like rocks. Just chubbier. Didn't think about this. The wall!
It's
Yo,
Lucinda Lavish.
God damn it!
How you doing?
Here's the thing. This game could look great if they stylized it. But this... Where did those come from?
Archeater,
You weren't there a
ready to
second
play
ago.
some cards.
Why are there birds now? I need to ruin the music. I'm too flexy for my shirt. Bravo.
Hi, Input Bowl
Bravo.
2022.
Good job. You did it.
Happy you're here.
This towel is perfectly ish. The vibrant colors.
Happy to see you
always
again,
relevant
Plumely.
message of I'm too flexy for my shirt.
I'm too flexy for my shirt. Too
It's
flexy
even
for my shirt.
83%
Welcome,
absorbent, which
Physically
is
Mars.
like a lot.
Pull up a chair.
Why does my character look around? Because I have rabies, OBC. It comes with the clown nose. The real question is, are those my eyebrows or are
Happy
those
to
my
see you
eyeballs?
again, Beauty in Flight.
Good, we have the Katamari shaped cutout. When you become a tad larger, perhaps you can roll up kick.
Hazy Daisy 26. Ready to play some cards?
I'm having a moment!
Emori 100.
I realize my
so
name is
happy
spelled
you're
different, but
here.
I'm having a moment. Oops. Oh my god, that's actually real! I thought it was people meaning. I thought it was a meme.
Ilos Dorit Goniono. So happy you're here.
I thought it was a meme. That better be a good treasure.
Elusivities.
It was.
Ready to play
I've been
some
wanting
cards.
a collar. Oh, now I look like a sub. I have heard word of this cow. This cow is
Yo,
important. I have heard
Professor
word of this
Maple
cow.
1. How you doing?
Excuse me, cow. How are you? Cow. I'm so happy right now. You can nuzzle the cow. I was told hug the cow. I was told you can hug the cow. This is a full-on
Welcome,
cuddle.
Hollies 4 RLD. Pull up a chair.
I love you, cow. I love you so much. All the heroes' friends come together to save the day. God. This game is an experience. I don't know what I'm experiencing, but it's the game. Which you just lost. Congratulations. Let me take the Katamari. Oh god! Help! Help! Did I successfully fix the Mario stacking, the Mari is stacking issue? I only get 2 shots to do this. Because I feel like I did. Hello! Hello. Hello. Hello, Snow. Hello, Vividist. Hello, Arky. Hello, Mars. Hello, Clue. Hello, Shurin. Hello, Beauty. Hello, Hazy. Hello, Moru. Hello, Door. Hello, Elusive. Hello, Maple. Hello, Holly. There's been so many check-ins today. Hi. Oh, I appreciate that a lot. Hi, BB. What are you doing? Yeah. What else? That it? Yeah. BB has been very talkative lately. I hope you're all doing all right. My throat is very itchy. So I do apologize if I'm a little off. I have not rolled my 5,000 today. Fine, Hazy. While it is very appreciated that you're here, you are under no legal obligation to be here. Your support does mean a lot, but I'm never gonna like be like, oh, you better be here. No, just do what you gotta do, right? You got a life. You are more than entitled to spend the time doing things that are not entertainment. At least I hope I'm entertaining. Please tell me I'm entertaining. I need validation. No. But I appreciate y'all. I've had a thing open all day that I've been needing to work on. I want to work on making a temporary card collection for the game Peak. Hey, Yuna. For the game Peak. And it would be a temporary one, but basically if you've ever seen the special effects that happen in regards to crowd control and things like that, where people can really mess with streams directly, I want to do that for Peak. And I'm gonna try and get Ellie to hang out with me for that, so we can have him joining us for the chaos. Though I also think it'd be fun to get some people who have no idea what's going on, like when it comes to that, to possibly join me in general on it. Like, I don't think Liara's listening. What if I did a stream and I was like, hey Lee, I need you to join me, but can you install this one mod really quick so that way some stuff works? Which I could just make it sound like it's hats. Like, hey, it's some extra hats, but could you wear this so we look right? And then be like, oh, but I've actually given chat the power to destroy things. Peak is a game that is simply a procedurally generated, changes like every 2 days, rock climbing game. That's all it is. It was made like in a game jam, and then it kind of went viral. It's by Landfall, the people who did Cluster Truck, teaming up with Aggro Crab, which are known for some great games. But it's just a silly game they did. But I'm working on making a kind of throwaway collection. But yeah, so it exists, right? And the general idea... Oh, Mars, it isn't. Mars, collecting roses is not satisfying. This is about as fast as one can do it. And I need to collect 1 million of them. Game jams depend. Sometimes it's 24 hours, sometimes it's 48, sometimes it's a week, sometimes it's 2 weeks. Game jams in general are just a set goal period. Typically the ones I see are usually 3 days. Like, it's over a weekend is the idea. And then people do what they can during those times, but... So my habit has been to collect what I can that's basically there, and then reload the level. And when you hit retry, it just puts everything back in the level, rather than me having to hunt for things again. And this has been my way of doing the 5,000 a day. But for those unaware, the level I'm doing right now, the goal is to collect 1 million roses. And the catch with this one is, you don't have enough roses here to make that really an efficient thing. And it's kind of a mess. But no, in Peak, I've got methods. How long has it taken so far? I started this game 2 years ago, Holly. So let's go with that. In theory, if we do about 5,000 a day, I'll be done by New Year's. That's the goal. The goal is 5,000 a year, or 5,000 a day and get to New Year's. Theoretically, one could do more, but the problem is after doing so much of this level, it gets really boring. It's all good, Dor. Get some rest. This is the best Katamari song right here, by the way. By the way, you can see behind me the particle effect. This is what I recreated for my overlay thing. When y'all spam a bunch of messages. Which is fixed now. That actually works properly. It doesn't bombard with multiple. It's great. Then you could do it faster, Holly. I mean, you'd have to get the game, and yeah. Some of it is in English. Some of it isn't. A lot of Japanese songs swap between Japanese and English. I don't know why a lot of the animations are failing on the glow sticks today. This is why I need to move everything into a game engine. I need to move everything into a game engine so those stop breaking, because they're breaking more than they used to as well. Mars, you can do Dino Dance. Dino Dance will do it. Dino Dance also triggers it. There you go. But yeah, I don't know why the glow sticks are, like, stuck there. There's something going on with the glow sticks that is stopping their animation. And sometimes they stop more than others. Y'all are going to town on it today, though. Holy crap. You have added about 70% lag. You slowed down my stream by 70%. I went from 10 milliseconds to render a frame to 17.5. That's how much lag you managed.
Do you have a persona, Hollis or RLD? What is it? Mine is Anhinga. They are badass.
What is an Anhinga? What is an Anhinga? Anhinga. Oh, it's a bird. It's a snake bird. Cool.
Oh, lovely. Snow
Oh.
has just provided someone with a gift sub.
Thank you, Snow. Hey, Rose. Okay. I can't see. I think that one of the comments was calling the dance thing engagement farming. You're right. It is. That's why I added it. Like, genuinely, like, you can call it manipulation or whatever you want. That is the point. That is also why we have America and Lizard. That's why I added them. I added them 100% to make chat act up more and cause more interactions, because that pushes me on the Twitch homepage. As much as I really do love lurkers, Twitch doesn't promote streams that are lurker-based, so
Don't you
doing
think
stuff
it's
like
been a
this.
while since we told Cameron we love their work?
No, they told me this morning, Holly. They actually told me at the start of the stream. They called me entertaining.
Hey, believe in your dreams.
Yep, I stopped the song. We get a new song.
Lizard.
Lizard. Lizard. Lizard. It's only for 45 seconds now, which might be a little too long. It was 25 before. There it goes. Well, it's 25 before and people weren't getting in the motion of it.
You should try rotating the cow in your mind. It's free and the cops can't stop you.
I'm just waiting. You know, here's the thing. Here's the thing that hasn't happened yet, and I'm shocked it didn't happen I'm shocked it didn't happen immediately. And y'all are gonna go, wait, I can do that? The fact that y'all didn't go, what if America, yeah, and Lizard? And that didn't happen. That has not happened. It's been up for a week and you didn't do it. I'm disappointed. I had higher expectations for y'all. Oh, I want a cookie. America, yeah, and Lizard are actually less strained than these animated emotes are, or than the glow sticks are. I think I need to resize those to make them smaller, so that way the files are smaller. My stream is not blowing up because I've managed... America, yeah, shouldn't be on cooldown. America, yeah. There we go. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. See, that one's shorter for a reason. That one is shorter for a reason. But yeah, I think I need to reduce the file size of the glow sticks so they stop freezing. Lizard is on an hour cooldown. Lizard is on an hour cooldown, and America, yeah, is on an hour cooldown. We already did Lizard before, so now they're both on an hour cooldown. I don't know why Amoru's still going. It's been over for a while. Amoru might be a little behind. Yes, Holly. How's it going, Lapis? I believe we have already probably had more messages in this stream than I've had all month. It means they can both trigger at the same time, Holly. They don't stop one, they'll do both. So people could do both of them at the same time. So it'd be, hello, Lizard, hello, 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 Lizard, 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 hello, Lizard, yeah. A little bit, Amoru, a little bit. That's why I added the little message from Mari in the chat, though. Yeah, so people could play both Stream Moves cards at the same time, both effects would be going on. Just like how my outfits stack, those could be done. Yeah, you would have to trigger Lizard first, because Lizard is 45 seconds. So you could play that, and then wait like 5 seconds, trigger the other one. No. Both can be triggered at the same time by playing the cards, is what I meant. We're gonna go to 4,440. Let's go for 444 on this, and then we'll do a regular level. But no, one of the big things I'm trying to do is remove some of the lag. Like, while you guys did manage a lot of lag, I think generally speaking, it did pretty well at keeping not too many of them. The other thing I could do is instead I could make some random ones for it to pick from that are multiple glow sticks, rather than it spawning 2 glow sticks. Right, because right now what it does is it spawns 2 glow sticks. I could tell it, hey, spawn this one and then spawn... Actually, you know what? I want to check something. So that is... glow stick. Can I tell it to wait a second? Yeah, yes, exactly, Mars. I've designed everything to stack. I think what I need to do here... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, that's why it's lagging. I just figured out what I did wrong. Okay. They do emit light. So what I did here, I had it set up, if the number is greater than 0, it emits 1. But then I said if it's greater than or equal to 6, emit 1. But then if it's greater than or equal to 11, it's emitting 3. It's supposed to do 1 for each. So when you were getting to the high numbers, you were actually stacking a lot more than you should. Because the 1 and the 6 were both supposed to trigger. But it was basically doing throw 1 for 1. And if it's a 6, you throw the 1 for 1 and the 1 for 6. But then if you have more than 10, it's throwing the 1, the 6, and the 10. And then it's throwing a 10 and a 10. It's like, oh. I basically had it coded slightly wrong. But yeah, ideally we want to get... I mean, what would be really cool is if we managed to get 1,000,000 roses by October 24th. Like, that would be the ideal spot. But I would have to do, I think it was like 15,000 a day. And I don't believe I'm going to do that. It's the day of the new Katamari releases, Mars. Otherwise, I'm going to have to keep coming back to this one temporarily. Which is fine, but I want to be able to obsess over the 1, you know? It's a little more than a month after my birthday. Okay, reload again. Ugh. 6,000 more to go. 7,000 more to go. Do 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 do. I would be susceptible to bribery per day. It would take a lot to get me to do that. I mean, it would have to be a very large amount of bribery to do it all in one shot. I'm just trying to think, because I gotta do... I want to do a marathon stream on my birthday, and that's a ways off. Because that would be my launch, right? That's the plan, by the way. I don't know what day of the week that is, actually. Let me double check something. My birthday is on a Thursday. So we'll try and do 12 Thursday, 12 Friday, 12 Saturday, 12 Sunday. Would be the hope. I might do a subathon kind of thing. I don't know. I haven't quite decided. We'll sort that out when it gets closer to the day. I'm not sure. I don't like announcing official like subathon things like that. I I don't like announcing them early because if I do, then I know it also decreases what I earn because people will hold off to make that better. But it's like I have bills to pay. No, usually after I do subathon bars, I usually take like 3 or 4 days off after them. So like I stream a bunch, but then I take that time off because holy hell. And I also cap myself at 12 hours a day instead of doing what some do where they'll do like a literal non-stop stream. I do my best to keep my streams healthy. That's the big thing. Like I know there's like limits on what people should be doing, and I'm a very strong supporter of taking care of yourself. Wow. I do have a schedule. Weird how that goes, huh? I don't understand what you're doing, Holly, at this point. Replace the CH with a K, it's better. Arguably no, Holly, because, okay. Question, Holly. What about people who stream 5 days a week for 5 hours? There's people, but a lot of people do 5 streams a week for 5 hours. Like a lot. I think there's important factors to put into this though too, Holly. This is my full-time job. Doing this is how I survive, so I need to reach as much of an audience as I can in order to be able to maximize visibility, because more visibility means more people that might be willing to buy cards, be interested in being long-term supporters, and being a big part of it, which is a bit of a problem in its own right. Like, because right now my big problem is I'm not gaining new viewers, right? This is true. I do have more time off than people who have a 9 to 5. I work less than most people do full-time. Well, if we're talking about on camera, because I do a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff too, I probably do work more if we add that in. And then, like, technically speaking, the anime nights, movie nights, all that stuff is technically also qualified as work. It's a whole mix of things, but like what people would consider the working part, which is the streaming, I do less of that than most people do who work 9 to 5, so. Wah, wah. Wah, wah. See, we were at 420.69 earlier this week. We're doing good. Streaming is technically, technically I think it's contract work. But freelancing is similar, yes. I think legally speaking it's contract work, but because you're a contractor. But. Yeah. That's the thing. Like I can't fault myself with how much I work. I work really hard on my streams. And the fact that I want to work on overhauling my streams to the point of putting it into a game engine and migrating everything over to that is going to be hell for me, but I want to do it. And I feel like I should do it. It's just going to be a lot of work to do it. Holly, those aren't microplastics, those are macroplastics. Just saying, you've been eating macroplastics. There was a headline that came out that might be the cure to actually solving the microplastic issues of the world. Consumption of microplastics has been contributed to smaller penis sizes. Like genetically. So that might actually get politicians to start caring. I mean, that's fair, Holly, but you're not in the position of power. No, Mars. Did I not explain that to you? Did I not explain the statues? Don't prove that, Mars. They kind of go the opposite direction. The statues do have it out, but they go the other direction. The conversation about statues of the god Mars came up earlier this week, which is what this is a reference to. Mars being a god of war. I mean, we're directly referencing works of art, Holly, in this case. But yeah, the statues of the god Mars tend to not have pants on, though they tend to have a shirt on. Which is exactly what you expect of your gods of war. Some dude laying on the couch with no pants on, yelling at you to do stuff. I need more. Yeah, Roman gods. Roman gods don't typically wear pants. It's like Greek gods, you got like a full-on like long toga, but when it comes to Roman gods, like no. We cut that off at like just above ball height. So you can't see the, like, in Roman statues, you don't always see the dick, but you do see the balls, and it's a very weird choice. It's a very weird choice. When in Rome? By the way, because I know some of y'all want to know how can you support me as a streamer without having to put money into it, which is a big thing. One, watching the stream, lurking, if you have better Twitch TV so your view continues counting. That is a huge way to help. Word of mouth. Tell your friends if they're looking for somebody to watch. They say, I'm watching this person. Make clips. Something funny happens, clip it. I look through all the clips people make. There's also a channel in the Discord to share it. There's also a leaderboard now that Twitch added, where when you clip things, if you're the most watched view of the week, you get to be up at the top. Which I think right now is Rose. I think Rose currently has the record. I might be wrong. Rose may have been usurped. But you can see everybody who's clipped during the week up at the top, which there aren't enough ones on there. I feel like we should pretty much always be at a steady. There's at least a third place, right? But sharing the clips helps a ton. I also take my favorite clips and I put those on YouTube and TikTok. So those are ways you can help. Sharing my Go Live posts on Blue Sky is another cool way to help. A lot of little ones. There's a tiny bug on my screen. There is no longer a tiny bug on my screen. I mean, if you get around the right area, Holly, I can edit them and change the timing and adjust things. But word of mouth is one of the biggest ways to help, and even if it's just like sharing a live post on Blue Sky or things like that, drawing fan art and sharing that post helps. I get follows every so often when somebody draws fan art on Tumblr, which is really cool. So yeah, there's a lot of ways you can be supportive that don't involve spending any money or anything like that. So I'd be remiss to not mention those things. So see, that's how Wolfie found me. Yeah. Is also why I have a high tendency to share fan art that includes Cleo and myself. Because people will go, who's that? It's gonna get really weird, because if people draw fan art of me and Cleo but using my new model, people are gonna go, did Cleo break up? Did they break up? Who's this new person? He's like, it's the same person. I'm calling it now, it's gonna happen. See, and that is partially also under the fact that Cleo has given all the mods who stream express permission to shout themselves out, since they're not being paid. Like, we don't get paid to mod for Cleo's chat, so we all have the, like, full ability to just shout ourselves out whenever we feel like it. Oh, we're almost there. We're almost there. My goal for today has almost been hit. Yeah, I saw that much. So I had mentioned this when you had said that, Holly. Cleo has scary vibes, but Cleo would not hurt anyone. Whereas I don't think I have scary vibes. But I will aggressive, like, I can be scary if I need to. So I talked to Cleo about the parallel thing. Cleo thought parallels in Tron meant their player, but the player doesn't apply in the case of the new game. So, but yeah, we were just kind of talking about it, how it is a very cute term. I go, I'm trying to think of the best reference. I go comic accurate Punisher when people I care about are in harm's way, Holly. It's only happened twice in my life, and I'd rather not have it happen more times, but I have had moments of, you fucked with those I care about, now there's a problem. And I think part of it is just that level of kind of looking up to somebody. Okay, I can't get any of the big ones. We're almost there. I don't like telling the story too often, so I'm not going to. Just know bullies are not tolerated by me in any capacity. Okay, so I got my screenshot. I got my screenshot. To the roses! Oh. Sorry, Elliot messaged me. Burn. So, Ellie was messaging me because I had talked to Ellie about possibly having the ability for y'all to summon things in Peak, and Ellie had just messaged saying, certain ones might be a bit much. It's like, I can make them extremely rare. So, yeah, exactly, Una. But yeah, parallel was a very, very, very cute term from Tron, especially because everybody in Tron is non-binary. Well, ironically, everybody in Tron is binary while being non-binary. Because why would a computer experience actual gender?
Hello?
I don't know anymore. I have not got the Incubus one yet. I just got the date photo Imoru from the horse girl. From the horse donkey girl. I just got that one. So here's the thing. I'm somebody who often watches isekai anime and harem anime. None of it's surprising to me in that game at all. Like, absolutely none of it catches me off guard. Like, it's all from types of anime that I have watched plenty of times, right? So none of it's really that surprising. I think the game is actually, like, really well done. For what it, like, for a mobile game, that game is, like, actually, like, really well made, which is rare. And has been surprising me. But it can be a bit much at times, but yeah, none of it really catches me off guard. That is an interesting combo input. I'm gonna raise you this input. Mayonnaise on ramen. Specifically, Kewpie mayo, if you have it. I am by no means surprised by that, Imoru. Like, at all. I did read the one conversation with Maynard? Is his name Maynard? Which is the weirdest thing. If you were to name an Incubus anything, I don't feel like Maynard's the name you're gonna go for. But... with the whole Maynard thing, look at him. You should come by the whole and visit our city of Succubi. And it's like, I don't think you're thinking that through. That it's sort of like, I don't think I thought this through. Like, no, you didn't. Did Water Magician go down? I haven't gotten that far. There's been so many anime that are going on right now that it's hard for me to actually keep up on any of them. Necronomico is my favorite one right now. Well, Necronomico and Cleavitus are like by far the best animes right now that I'm watching out of the current stuff. Because, oh my god, Cleavitus is so good. Though Cleavitus is also kind of going downhill, but not too much. Well, for what it's worth, Imoru, we are right now at the mid-season hump on all these animes. Right? Like, it's dead center in the middle of the season. So it's pretty typical to have this either slow down, and then usually the next episode will be a massive spike. But yeah, there's a lot of like anime that aren't quite right. Have a good one, Beauty. There's a lot of anime that aren't quite right or like fully interesting. Or there's like a lot of things we go, I don't know. I'm enjoying it, but I'm uncomfortable. Seventh Prince, that isekai, has definitely got me in that spot. I think the isekai that tend to get me are the isekai that don't need to be isekai at all, right? Like Seventh Prince does not need to be an isekai. There's no benefit to it being an isekai. It just is an isekai. Like, yes, input, mayonnaise on ramen. You're gonna harp on it, but like, try it. Yeah, no, it's I think the thing is when you get into a lot of anime, it's like, there's a great story here. Fantastic story. Interesting story. The artist behind all of it, massive perv. Like, no matter how good it goes, you are a pervert. I enjoy your creating, but oh. The one you're making me think of right now, Amoru, is Overlord, but I don't feel like that's it. Is it one that's going on right now? Oh, it is. You're talking about, oh god, that one's got a really long name. I know what you're talking about. Where all the dark elves that he is presiding over are, they all see him as a shadow. I know what one you're talking about. I just cannot think of the name. That one is good. Where him and the video game character he always chose as his commanding officer both got isekai to a world together. Yeah. That one is good. I cannot think of the name of it, but I know what one you're talking about. Okay, Mars, I see you're talking about it in the Discord. Fruits Basket. Did you watch the original or the reboot? I don't know why you're talking about it in the Discord and not in the chat with the rest of us. I'm assuming you watched the reboot. I don't remember when the reboot happened. Because there's two Fruits Baskets. They re-released Fruits Basket. And I think you may have watched the remake. I enjoyed Fruits Basket for the most part. However, the original, I don't know about the reboot. I did not watch the reboot / remake. The original was transphobic. A lot of anime make transphobic comments. Fruits Basket is no exception. Fruits Basket was very transphobic. And I do think that needs to be fully acknowledged, as that was a problem it had.
Oh, hi. Oi.
Yeah, I think Fruits Basket got a bunch of new fans with the remake. I don't know how the remake handled it. The reason I say this is, and this is an important note. This is important wording here. The main character's dad is a trans woman, and I am saying dad on the grounds they still want to be called dad. Is the only reason. I'm not misgendering. She goes by dad, but they were not so kind in the original. Well, here's the thing, though. I don't necessarily, like, it's an odd thing. I think Japan is behind on separating gender from sex when it comes to terminology. So a lot of the translations don't quite do well because they're just going off direct translations rather than nuance and conversations. But some anime is doing it fantastically and is handling trans characters really well. Lazarus did a fantastic job. Lazarus has trans characters in it that are properly gendered. They show it and they go, "Oh, you've changed," and it's like, "Yeah, I go by this name now." It's like, "All right, cool, let's go." Like, that's a great name, and it just move on. It's like, yes, that is how it should be, and like, it's great. Lazarus is really good. You probably have food in the fridge, Holly. You can try those. Squid Game had a separate issue regarding trans characters that is a weird spot. Because the actor that played the trans character, because I believe it was supposed to be a trans woman, and then the actor was a cis woman, if I'm remembering correctly. There's a whole conversation. You know what? I think I got Orin High School Host Club and Fruits Basket mixed up. I think I got Orin High School Host Club and Fruits Basket mixed up on the trans character problem. They blur together in my head. If Fruits Basket is the one where they turn into animals, I think that's the one. That one's fine. I think it's the other one that was transphobic. Fruits Basket was more, fetishization. Yeah, I got them mixed up. Fruits Basket was more, yaoi focused, if I'm remembering. Like, the designs of the characters, at least in the manga, was more yaoi focused. So yeah, I had it backwards. I got them mixed up, though. Because I learned about them at the same time back in high school when I watched the originals. So they kind of blur in my head. Because the main character registers the exact same in my head. Well, I wasn't even talking about that in Host Club tomorrow. I'm talking in Fruits Basket. There was a lot of what felt like queerbaiting, if I'm remembering correctly, where they would. But I mean, it's the same with. They both had the problem. They're very, very similar animes. Let's be real. Both of them are very similar. I don't know about the mangas. I can't speak on behalf of the mangas. I never read the mangas. But the animes are very, 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 very similar. I am remembering... The one scene I am remembering with Fruits Basket is the cow pulling the guy into the bathroom and showing off his pubic hair. I remember that. I remember things. The cow character was getting shit from another character claiming that he dyed his hair. He did not dye his hair. His hair was black with white spots in it. And to prove it, he grabbed the one guy that was bullying him about it, pulled him into the restroom, and flashed his junk at him so that way he goes, "Oh, your pubic hair also is black and white." I don't know for sure, Mars. I can't remember. I watched it in like 2007 and never again after that. 2006 or 2007. So I don't have enough memory to know specifically. Yeah, no, I get that, Amara. That's why it's there, though, Holly. Just a random bit of chat interaction. Here's the thing. Apparently some of it is, like, trauma, I guess, that I no longer have a lot of my memories from childhood involving me, but I can remember shows pretty well. Like, I remember having quite the awakening of myself upon seeing Black Narachnia be revealed in Beast Wars. And that was like 95. I don't have any other memories from 95. I just really remember seeing Black Narachnia. And going, yep, that's gonna change me for the rest of my life. Duh. One, no ages in chat, even joking, Holly. But two, no. Mars, don't blame Holly. Holly keeps skipping math class. Holly can't math. No, no, Holly, no. No, if you're gonna give me crap about age, I'm gonna give you crap about math. Okay, Holly, if a triangle has 3 sides, 3, 3, and 4, what's the hypotenuse? You asked. There you go. Gave you a math question. Well, see, now Holly can't do it, Wolf, because you answered it. That was specifically for Holly. You ruined it. Yeah, trigonometry is math. Generally speaking, a hypotenuse is the longest side of a triangle. It's oversimplification, but longest side of a triangle. Though, yeah, the quadratic formula is a pretty basic question. Do you know what the quadratic formula is, Holly? Wolfie, we both know that triangles, like, generally speaking, in math problems are half the time not really possible. But the point of what the sides are doesn't really matter when you're trying to figure out something specific. Holly's Googling the answer is what's happening. The diagram in the upper left corner of this Katamari is very distracting. And I don't know how I never noticed it before, but whoa. That is a distracting Katamari. Also, I don't think I said this earlier. I need to see the name again. Who was it? Who was the kind? Thank you, Blue Dahlia, for, well, welcome to the stream, Blue Dahlia. That was your first message, so I got you a proper welcome. I just was distracted. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I want to make some sort of comment about, do we have to teach Holly about the birds and the bees at this point? And how aging works. I don't bro anyone. I don't bro anyone. Oh, Mars said bro. I don't bro anyone. Also, probably don't bro Holly. Feels weird. Eh. Yeah, but then I'm gonna make fun of your failure to take proper education, Holly. Have a good one, Whoopi. Thank you for hanging out. Because here's the thing, Holly. Making fun of someone's age, joking or not, is a really, really, really rude thing to do. And it kind of makes you an asshole. Specifically, no pet names. Nicknames are fine, no pet names. Nicknames are things where you shorthand people's names and make them into something clever. Pet names are ones that are, like, dehumanizing or takes away some of their agency. I'm not fine with it, Holly. I really don't like conversations about my age. Because it feels... I did tell you, like 3 times now, that I don't like you making fun of my age. Said ageism isn't cool. I've said that to you a few times, Holly. Yeah, first time you did it. The very first time you did it, I said don't do that. In we go. Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. It's fine, Holly. Just please try to pay better attention. Don't. Basically, the general rule is really don't make fun of anyone for anything unless you're sure they're okay with it before you do it. Is kind of the thing. Like that's kind of the standard that I go by. Just don't make fun of people. Just don't make fun of people. You shouldn't have to take a risk or try and find out if they're okay with something. I mean, for what it's worth, though, that's a third of the year. That's pretty far away. Hey, Rinsey. I'm the king of all Camsmos. That didn't work. That sounded better in my head. Actually, I didn't even sound it out of my head. I just went for it. Swing and a miss. No, but I've actually like that is a conversation that I've had with Cleo about one of like the big difference between like people who are kind of cut out for streaming and people who probably shouldn't be streaming. You should be able to just say whatever absurd joke pops into your head and not have to worry about it. If you're like a good streamer, does not have to worry about what they're saying and can just say the thing. If it doesn't land, it doesn't land. Whatever. Who cares? Right? Like that's kind of the big thing. Like it doesn't matter. Like you're not gonna. And then it's like, but what if I say something offensive? It's like, why are you thinking offensive things? And it's like, oh. And if you're thinking offensive things, then you shouldn't be streaming. Gasp. If you should not say the things that you think regularly, you should not be on a live platform. That is the line. If you have to pause and go, I don't know if I should say that. Like the worst you're gonna get from me is, I'm gonna say something mean now. To very much go, I know this is mean. It is a joke. I want to be clear, even if you're joking amongst each other, if it is a potentially problematic joke, it is not welcome in my chat in any form, in the Discord or the live one, even if both people are okay with it. Because you gotta remember, third parties are here. I am responsible for everything that goes on in my chat. We are not doing this. I just want to be clear here. I don't know what joke is being made or anything. I'm just saying straight up, like, don't say weird shit. But no, when I'm streaming, like generally, like genuinely, I will say whatever I think. I don't like go, oh, should I say this or what would be fun? You need to just say it. When you are streaming, no filter, go. Go, 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 go. You shouldn't even have a filter anyway. I don't, here's the thing. If you need to have a filter, you know what you're saying is fucked up. That I think is a good line. If you need to have a filter, unless there is a mental illness causing it and you are aware of this mental illness, like, you shouldn't have to worry about what you're saying. You don't need a filter. Just be yourself. Be honest. Be exactly who you are. The best streamers do not have filters. The best streamers just go off the cuff. If they make a joke that doesn't land, it doesn't land. If they make an offensive joke, then they have offensive thoughts. Or they are uneducated on the thing. I've had topics I am uneducated on. I don't make the joke. I go, that might be bad. It's also a reason, and I still struggle with this, but I am trying very, very heavily to get certain words out of my thoughts that I know were normalized growing up, and they're still normalized today, and they shouldn't be. One of the words, for instance, is the word dumb, right? I am not okay with people using that word. I don't like it when it's used around me. It makes me uncomfortable. I don't like the word dumb. It's ableist. It is an ableist word. Like, it is just, I'm awake. I know a lot of people don't mean it in an ableist way, and they are fully unaware, but I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. It's also why it gets held in a lot of chats. But it still does mean that, Holly. It still means that, just people aren't using it for that, but that doesn't make it not ableist. Like, that's the thing. There's a lot of things that are just that way. Like, whether or not people mean it that way doesn't change that is a meaning of it. So what that ends up doing is that ends up equating the two terms. Right? Like, intentionally or not, you're equating people who are not intelligent to people who can't talk, and that's like why you shouldn't use that word, even if your meaning is not that. Like, that's what that word does. That is also bad, too, Mars. Use the word bright, I guess, might be what, like, or like not bright or dim. I feel like dim might be fine. Like, that doesn't feel bad. But, like, there's certain words that we need to, like, phase out. And it's not hard to phase out words. But I believe dim was... But I believe dim's purpose was that. Was to replace it. Clueless is also a good one, yeah. But see, here's the problem, Holly. What you have just said is basically saying, why bother trying to care about people? Right? What you're saying, intentionally or not, if we reduce the conversation down to what you're saying, it's, why should we try to be nice to people? And that's the problem. You need to be willing to grow and avoid doing those things. And if a word does end up meaning something problematic in its own right, then we stop using it. like, you just stop, like, you can learn a word ends up being bad and then you stop using it. It's just like, okay, that's growth, right? Like that's the big thing. We as people have the ability to grow and better ourselves and do these things to become somebody, like, better every day. We can become better every day. And that's the big thing. So, yeah, words can end up meaning something else over time due to misuse. But then if they end up meaning something else over time due to misuse, we stop using the word and we move on. Like when people go, oh, it's just a word. Cool, then stop using it because it doesn't matter, right? Like that's the big thing. Once, if it's just a word, you can throw it away. If it's just a word, there should be no problem not saying it. We have thousands and thousands and thousands of words. You can throw away one and never use it again. Because you've got plenty of other ways to say things, you know? And that's, I think, the big line is a lot of people try to go, oh, it shouldn't bother you. Or you could just not say it. Right, but see then, Holly, that's where context matters. But the problem with a lot of words, you can use a word in context, right? You can use a word in context. And when the word is used in context, that context is there. But allowing the word to be used in other ways, or in ways that somebody is going to be caught in collateral, like, be taken as collateral damage for it, you've now wounded somebody who's overheard your conversation. And you don't need to do that, right? It takes no effort. Again, it takes no effort to not use a word. It actually takes more effort to use words than not use them. I am guessing the one word that I am thinking of, Snow, starts with an S. Is it an S word? Yeah, that one's hard for me because that one is... Where did that land? Sorry, there was a bug on my screen and I tapped it and it fell and I want to make sure it's not in my drink. My drink appears fine. Yeah, that one is one that I don't use that word, but I use words that are related to said word, Snow. And that is one that I'm worried I'm going to accidentally say adjacent ones, and I don't think those are considered the same, but they're close enough where I'm like, I'd like to phase those out, right? And that's a part of it too. Like, it's not a word that's considered a problem over here. But, and this is the key thing. This is a very key thing, right? I am an entertainer on the internet. Oh yeah, 100% people already do that, Holly, but those people are what we call bigots. We call those people bigots. If you are using autistic to insult somebody's intelligence, you are being a bigot. That's just how that goes, right? That's not okay. And that's, again, like why I dislike people using the word dumb to mean low intelligence, because its basis was by comparing people saying they're unintelligent because they couldn't speak. And that's kind of the thing. Sadly, Arky, that keeps trying to make a resurgence. That one there, Arky, keeps trying to make a resurgence. And it's just like, stop that? Hey, Dally. But yeah, I don't think a lot of people are fully aware of what they're saying or what reclaiming thing. I think the big thing with a lot of this, right? Where is the little alert for the... I'm very intrigued because my raid thing didn't go off. Did I break something? Where is the... Why is the raid thing not triggering? It hasn't fired, and I don't know why. Where? Did it break? I'm wondering if it broke. I got the message in chat, but my effect didn't go off, the sound didn't go off, nothing's there. Yeah, it just doesn't want to go off? What? Like, is it in a queue? Where? There's nothing waiting to go off that I know of. There it is! Oh! That took a while. Oh, thank you, Dally.
Amazing. Dally Munoz just subscribed to us for another month. That's 4 now.
Yes, but Holly, why do you think that happened? I'm just gonna ask you that. Why do you think that happened? Why do you think it stopped being used to mean that? Like, it stopped being used to mean that because so many bigots use the word that it stopped being able to be used. It was that abused. It was that abused by hateful people that they no longer used it. Like, that's kind of the point. But like to the note of like reclaiming things, right? The big and extremely important thing when it comes to like reclaimed words and all of that is that when you're reclaiming words that are problematic or have a problematic meaning, you don't use them in negative ways. And that's the problem. They are being used in negative ways, regardless of what people are using or trying to like make words okay. They're usually when people say they're reclaiming it or they're allowed, they're using it to insult themselves, and it just completely defeats the purpose. So I think people need to get better at considering others and considering collateral of things. Cool, Holly, don't say it. This is my point. Holly, it's a bigoted term that became so bigoted that the old definition was lost. So if your option is keep using the bigoted term or don't use the bigoted term, I don't know what you're arguing for at this point, Holly. The term is hateful. But part of what I was saying is, like, especially because I am an online entertainer, right? Like, my job is something that is a universal thing. The entire world is able to tune in and hear the things I say. So if I learn that something is a bad word in another language, I'm gonna stop saying it. Even if it's not a bad word in my language, you know, or in my country. Because there shouldn't be those issues, right? And that's part of the thing. Like, one that comes up a lot that people go, oh, it's not sexist, it's not hateful, is the C word, right? A lot of Australians use the C word. That is the typical, like, country that's used for that word. It's hateful in a lot of other countries, so Australian entertainers typically don't say it. Because even in context, somebody might hear it and think that they said a really screwed up thing. So you avoid saying the hurtful word, because that's the right thing to do. We grow as people, we learn what words are harmful, and we avoid using the harmful words. Because that's the right thing to do. If you're in a situation where anybody may not have the context, then avoid it. And it's even easier to do that if you just don't use the word at all instead of having to worry about context or being heard on a hot mic, blah, 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 right? Like, don't say hateful things, don't use hateful terms intentionally, And if somebody calls you out for it, you better yourself and you avoid it. You know? Like, it's so easy to just care. Holly, I feel like you switched topics at some point. Or you switched words. You're good, Mars. We were talking about, your topic was specifically about the D word, yes? Or did you switch over to autism and stay on autism as a word? Because it seemed like you rolled back, but if you didn't, then you got very confusing. You became unclear what you were talking about. The D word should not be used by anyone. It was my point. The D word should not be used by anyone. And it's very easy to phase out. A lot of people have it very ingrained in them, and they may struggle with phasing it out, but they should phase it out. It was a very, very 90s thing. And even if its meaning doesn't mean the bad... Holly, if we're gonna get into the weird spots of technically speaking that this thing is also problematic, blah, blah, blah. Yes, I understand. But there is a point in here where you're making a bit of a stretch. You can get away with saying a thing is the D word, but if you call a person that, it's a problem. There is a usage connotation here. Because I feel like you're entering the area of the term mumbo jumbo has racist origins, because it does. We've become very far disconnected from it. It's a D word that means unintelligent, you know. Okay, but Holly, the word you are talking about was still used for it in the 90s, in my lifetime, Holly. And is still used by people to mean that in your lifetime. It is not disconnected from its bigoted origins, is my point. Even if the dictionary says it no longer means that, people do still use that. Cool, Holly. You live in the UK. I live in the US. Those are two different countries. That was the entire point of my topic, Holly. Is that it's a thing that people still use for that, even if the dictionary says otherwise. Holly? My point was people still use it that way. So you're combining things. That was how this started. Just because you missed it. It's what it feels like, Mars. What it feels like. Yeah, this is Holly again doing the whole devil's advocate shit. Which, as Holly is not my child, means I will be less and less patient every time it happens. Devil's advocate, Mars, basically means somebody picking the opposition and being contrarian just to do a kind of like, what if? But what about? It's like, oh, but this could happen. Where the whole kind of point is the devil doesn't need somebody to advocate for them. Holly is very much a contrarian who likes to argue for the sake of arguing when it doesn't need to be done. And every time Holly does it, I will become less and less patient. Because that's how that goes. So the question is, will Holly get better at not doing it, or will I lose my patience over time? Yes, but you have also admitted yourself that you like to play devil's advocate, and you are a contrarian, and that you need to stop doing that. And I'm telling you, yes, you need to stop doing that. If you have questions, you need to get better at wording your question. So that way it doesn't sound like you're asking or repeating the same thing. So maybe the thing isn't so much that you need to understand it, it's you need to explain what you're not understanding better. You need to learn to convey your thoughts better and pause and think through and go, what do I mean to ask? I'm going to use a very simplified explanation, but one of the most annoying comments that I have to deal with in Cleo's chat is people coming in when Cleo's playing an indie game and they go, what game is this? Right? Like, if somebody were to ask you, what game is this? What would you say? You would probably say the title of the game, right? Like, I feel most people would see what game is this and go, the title. However, 75% of the time when people ask, what game is this? They mean, what is this game about? Which is a very different question, right? That is an entirely different question to what they're asking. This is the thing that you're doing, Holly. You're not wording your question in a way that leads to getting the information you're after. You're leaving an open-ended question, and then I have to go with my assumption because I read it and I don't have time to go, word that again. Word it better. Change what you said. I have to keep going, right? So the issue I think you need to work on when it comes to wanting to learn is you need to spend the time to do that a bit better, right? For me, typically, you know what I end up doing is I end up saying, oh, it's right under the title. That's like on Twitch, all streams list it right under the title. But like, if you have a chat with 300 people in it, Holly, and you go, what game is this? And you have a follow-up question, just ask the follow-up question. The problem is too many people word it in different ways. Or slightly different ways that it's really hard to automate that one. And bot replies via whispers are really annoying. There's like a whole bunch of weird things. You could also have like 10 people go, what game is this? When they find out there's a command and go, what game is this? What game is this? What game is this? What game is this? And it leads to chat clutter. I could make it a command. But again, like then that just creates clutter again, because then somebody has to type the command when it's just like, it's in the title. People need to learn to use the site. Like that I think is I think one of the worst traits that I see in a lot of people nowadays when it comes to the internet when it comes to programs on a computer, when it comes to applications, when it comes to drawing, when it comes to their phones, when it comes to everything. People are lacking that curiosity to explore everything. Okay, Holly, if I let's put it this way. If I type blue sky, right? And we get a reply there from Mari. In my chat, do you see where, like, if you're on mobile right now, you may not see this on desktop, but if you are on mobile, you can see the command !blue sky. It might be weird because I typed it instead of somebody in the chat. But now there is a command and the answer. So if I were to do a command to tell somebody to check the description or check under the title for what the game is, now I have a row that says deleted message and a row that says the thing, rather than just answering the question. That's clutter. That is extra clutter. Typically, Mars, they get a timeout when that happens, or they get sent a warning. Because now you can warn people, and I'm gonna do this. This is not an actual warning for you, Mars, but I'm going to do this to show you. So, typically I do this. Boop. So it's like that, right? So you just got a private message that only you see that does that. Now, sometimes we'll get more clear if it's more, typically it's more clear if I do, if it's like a really odd wording of a rule or something that was like in a gray area, we might reply with a number that says like what number the rule is for them to read back over. Other times we might stop them and go, hey, it was this, or blah, blah, blah. Yeah. This is not to attack any of the other Hermit's mods, but they really need to get a mod that understands chatbots to a point where a lot of stuff can be automated. And that, I think, is a very big thing that a lot of the Hermits need on their team, is just somebody who can quickly go, hey, enable this setting. Toggle this setting on so that way this can be dealt with. Right, like there's very specific, like, little things like that that can be dealt with. And it takes work. It has some oddities, it takes some work, but it's one of those things that, like, once you learn it, it can do a lot. Hi. There's one I would like to see specifically, not that one. There's one I would like to see specifically get dealt with possibly on some channel, on like Cleo's for stuff, is the caps rule. If the caps rule were to happen enough during one stream, I'd like it to just automatically time somebody out for a few minutes. They're supposed to be working on adding in the ability to send warnings via the bot, and if warnings can be sent via the bot, then what I would like to do is change it that if they type in all caps, it just sends a warning and say watch the caps, and then it lets them continue. See, I used to not have any rules at all, Mars. I used to not have any rules at all because my general rules were follow the TOS and don't be a dick. Because that's really it. No, I cannot see your channel points. That is completely private information. But it used to be just don't be a dick. I don't. It was very much don't be the reason I need to add rules. Like, just don't be the reason I need to add rules. But there are certain ones, like English only. Like, I cannot moderate a lot of things. And this is not a comment on my mods or anything. I don't typically have mods in my chat. I don't. I don't need them because I've automated enough process. Mods are great to have. Mods are fantastic. I love having them there, especially during special events, things like that. But, like, I handle a lot of it automatically. I've worked very hard to make it so my mods don't feel like they need to be there. And that's also how a lot of Cleo's has gone. Even with as many people that were in Cleo's today, there was only maybe 6 things that had to be manually dealt with. And that was most of them just me blocking Grian's name from chat. I think the one rule that bugs me that I see in chat, because Grian was streaming the same time Cleo was, and everyone's like, Grian's live, Grian's live, Grian just went live, and it's like, that's really fucking rude. Don't go into somebody's stream and go, hey, so-and-so's live, you should go watch them. Like, fuck off. Fuck off, you're an asshole. That's the thing. A lot of people don't, I'm gonna be real, a lot of people do not consider popular creators to be people. Well, that's just it, Holly. They were saying it to get people to leave and go watch Grian instead. They were doing it to get people to stop watching Joe and go watch Grian. Joe does not know how moderation works on Twitch. Joe does not have any bots set up. Joe does everything manually. Joe types every command. Joe does all of it. Joe does not use block terms. Joe doesn't do any of it. Joe needs to learn to use block terms. Joe could have blocked Grian's name. I had blocked Grian asterisk and Grain asterisk from Cleo's chat. And then people stopped. People could no longer send those messages. It's kind of an interesting thing here too, Mars, because it's like typically it's this weird balance because it's like the opposite of parasocial. Right, because parasocial is where you become too close, but it's like they've distanced themselves so much that they no longer consider that it is an actual person. I can understand a bit more when it's like a business account, right? Like if you're talking to Disney. You're still talking to a person handling the social media account, but it's still like, it's still a person reading that, right? Like there's still a person that is interacting and seeing those messages. And you shouldn't be a dick to the person running it, but you should still make your stance clear if they're doing something you're opposed to, right? Like, it's not an automated service, and I think a big issue is that too many chatbots, people are very much not aware. Oh, those brand ones? The best thing you can do to those brand ones is just reply to a brand and ask for a paycheck. If you're going to, if you're going to be commenting on my socials, you're doing advertising, pay me. Like, you found me entertaining enough to do this, to use me for advertising, pay me. Cleo does have an account. It is not used for anything. I am following said account. It is Cleo Zombie. Cleo's TikTok is Cleo Zombie. That is the official Cleo account. It's the only one I'm following. What's sad about that, Mars, too, is it's like, it's very clear it's not. Like, one, why would Cleo choose that name? Two, you have videos of yourself on there. You are clearly not old enough to be Cleo. But those are the exact type of people that would fall for the post like, hey, DM me, you just won, blah, 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 blah. Message me on Telegram, blah, 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 blah. And at a certain point, I kind of want to go, if you fall for that, you deserve to be scammed. But it's like, no, no one deserves to be scammed. But at a certain point, it's really hard to feel bad for people. That is correct, Holly. What was it? SS Chaos shows up as, according to like AI summaries, SS Chaos shows up as XB's wife, Mrs. Tango, and as Cleo on searches. Like SS Chaos is all of them. People simultaneously want to know too much about creators online while also not regarding them as people, and it's really fucked up. Like that's kind of the whole thing, right? It's like I understand wanting to know people, but like you're not commenting on a random thing. You're posting a message to a video to a live feed where a person is actually on the other side. And it's just like you really got to do better. Well, Mars, I'm gonna tell you, don't two things. One, obviously, don't give them any information, but also give them false answers. Give them really out of left field answers that are completely fucking wrong. Like, at a certain point, just let them be really fucking wrong. And make them more wrong. That is such a trippy moment.
Hello?
Mosh mosh! Hi. 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 Hoi. Hoi. But no, my brain tends to believe that a lot of people who are foolish enough on that stuff are not old. Like, I feel like if you are foolish enough to think that Mars' account is Cleo's account, you are probably too young to be on the internet. By UN standards. I'm not talking by random location standards. UN standards is 13 and over, right? You should not have an account on any service.
Snowmyth wants you to make the game easier with simple controls.
How dare!
Hi.
Cleo's age is public, yes. I'm not saying it, because it's not my thing to say, but it is public info. Oh god, it's so bad! I hate this! Y'all don't even know what I'm dealing with right now. So, to anybody who's played Katamari before, simple controls, this is the left analog stick. This is all the left analog stick.
Anything you set your mind to.
Everything is left analog stick. All of it. camera is right analog stick. I have camera control now. It's like they put what it is they put like all they put strafe on the left analog stick. They put forward and back on the left analog stick. And then they put turn on your right. Just turn. Nothing else. Only turning. Ugh. It's so bad! What if we took the best thing about the game and made it not part of the game? Mars? I'd rather play one-handed. I would rather play one-handed for the entire thing than do this. God. June! Come back! I can't move quick enough!
Arkiet wants to see how well you can play one-handed.
Okay, that's fucking rude. That's fucking rude. Holly! Holly, I have a challenge for you. I have a challenge for you. You like challenges with Legos? Make the king of all cosmos in Legos. I'm taking a moment to show y'all how I'm holding the controller right now. There we go. Arguably, I will say this, arguably, Simple Controls is easier one-handed than it is with two. Because I don't have muscle memory on how to use this. So it's mostly just me, like, holding forward and then, like, tapping the analog. Like, it's actually easier to control this one-handed.
Lizard.
Lizard. Lizard.
Lizard.
Lizard.
Lizard.
Lizard.
Lizard. Lizard. Lizard. Lizard. Lizard. Lizard.
Lizard.
Lizard.
Lizard.
Lizard.
Lizard.
Lizard. Lizard. Lizard. Lizard. Lizard. Lizard. Lizard.
By the way, these lizards are America.
Lizard.
America lizard.
Lizard. Lizard. Lizard. Lizard. Lizard. Lizard. Lizard. Lizard. Lizard. Lizard.
Beautiful.
Lizard. 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 Lizard.
Hello. But what's funny is, like, technically speaking, that way that I'm using the controller is actually how I typically do everything whenever it's simple control or whenever it's one-handed. That's how I hold the controller. So sometimes I'll pick it up. Who's going to bed? Oh, have a good one, Yuna. By the way, I'm not screwing around on this level other than taking the photo of my hand. It's just a very hard level with simple controls. How do I chase you? Get back here! But yes, Holly, pick any image of the King of all Cosmos and make the King of all Cosmos' head. Or, actually, a nicer, simple one, honestly. If you don't want to do the King of all Cosmos, just pick some Katamari cousins and make some mini Katamari cousins. I keep trying to control this normally and it's not working. Also, can we like talk about the weird cousin design up in the upper left corner? And like how that is like the strangest looking cousin ever? Why does he look so weird? It's like, what if we took a Katamari cousin but had them drawn by somebody who just kind of got the description? Or it's like, it looks like a Katamari cousin, but like in Family Guy style. Well, I'm not so for what it's worth though, I can't change them from in the level. I have to end the level. I like have to end the level. Yeah, they're called cousins, Mars. The name of the characters are called cousins. All of the see look in the upper left. Mars, you can't read? Sorry, it's in the upper left corner. Remaining 3 cousins. They're called cousins. That's their species. I mean, for what it's worth, Holly, Mars is doing better than you. The hell do you think I mean by that, Holly? I've never had trouble reading anything Mars says. I have a lot of trouble reading things you say. Yeah, Holly doesn't even know what a hypotenuse is. I'm free! But yes, all of the characters in Katamari are called, the species of all of them is cousins. Even technically speaking, the king is a cousin. Holly, you know what happened last time you did this. Last time you did this, I started quote posting, like, I gave you like 7 links to things you had done. Holly, I learned that in like 4th grade. Oh yeah, we never did get the quadratic formula. The quadratic formula is like maybe 6th grade. 6th grade would be about 11 years old. No, I didn't. No, I didn't, Snow. No, I didn't. The top one was the old one. The bottom one was the new one. My record was like 3 minutes and some. It took me 8 something. The problem, Mars, is Holly likes to skip school. And Holly needs to get better at that. Yeah, they are, Holly. I don't blame you for that problem. Like, I get it. Can we talk about this game having some locations that are really, really bad starter angles? I love showing off the mask effect, but come on. You know what? Here, Holly, simple question. How many degrees are all the angles in a triangle? Like, if you add up all the angles of a triangle, how many degrees is that? This is for Holly. Okay, cool, Holly. Now, how many are in a square? How many are in a circle? A swing and a miss. There you go. It was 360. Holly, do you know how to find the area of a circle? I might give leeway on this one. I'm not exactly sure when I learned this, but I feel like it was like 7th grade, so. And I also might be wrong, which is fun, but I'm gonna get one of two answers, and it's one of the two. I feel like we're slightly off, but if we are off, you're close. Chat will confirm this for me. It's not one I have to use regularly. I think this is right, though. I believe Holly is right. Yeah. I always get it kind of conflicted with 2 pi r, which I believe is for the radius of the circle. Or not the radius, the circumference, right? So. Not something I typically need, but have occasionally needed in woodworking. I think that's slightly wrong. I think that's only accurate if the radius of it is 1. Mars, I think, is the only time that that's correct. Or if the radius is 2. 1. I don't know. Generally, like a lot of... Well, the circle math doesn't entirely matter too much, but they are basic ones that are ingrained in you. Like, the quadratic formula is one you should definitely know, Holly. We haven't said anything. Oh yeah, because you're not at home. I didn't realize you said right now. I thought it was just you can't do it. You were talking because your Legos are at your house and not your aunt's house. Totally valid. Holly, do you know about the game Lego Worlds? Like, have you heard of Lego Worlds, Holly? Probably heard of it. I found it to be a big pain to play personally. But that was because it was more of a... It was more designed during the time when Minecraft was taking off, but it wasn't survival. No, Holly? No. So Lego Worlds was a game that has a similar look to Minecraft, except there's no survival element, and they just give you all the Lego bricks to build with. And you just have unlimited supply of Lego bricks to build with. They're just a little bit of a pain to align, which really bugged me. But it is a fully, like, buildable Lego game. I don't know why you said false name, and I'm very confused by it. Also, I see your comments in the Discord, Mars. How would you hold a controller one-handed? What do you want from me? That is an uncollectible, low-poly NPC. Huh. Probably, Holly. But no, there's a game called Lego Worlds that came out probably a decade ago. It's on, like, every console and stuff like that, so I don't know if you have like, a Switch that you could possibly play it on. But Lego Worlds should be on the Switch as well. I don't know what its price is anymore. It's probably really cheap. I know it's included with like PlayStation Plus and stuff. I probably have it on here. I can check. But it's basically a Lego game where you can just build forever. It is just unlimited building. And it would probably... You'd probably get used to the controls. I personally couldn't, but I feel like if you were obsessed enough, you could. No, because Minecraft has enemies and the need to survive and all of that, and Lego Worlds did not have that. Lego Worlds is literally just a randomly generated world made out of Legos that you can build on. What? Cool, Holly. Those are entirely a 1x1x1 brick. I guess it's more accurate to probably relate it with like a 2x2x2 brick. But this is with every Lego piece, Holly. Like Lego doors and Lego like 1x8s and 1x12s and... This is actual Lego pieces. How I got into streaming. So actually this was a conversation I got into a bit with Ellie last night. It's possible, Holly, and I'm guessing Bricadia is probably not quite the same. I'm not sure on it. But the way I got into streaming, so I used to do YouTube. I originally started doing YouTube videos, because there was a podcast for Little Big Planet that existed that I felt was phoning it in and not trying as hard as they should. And I'm like, well, I can do that, and I'm gonna do it better, and I'm gonna do blah blah blah. And I started making connections with all the people they made connections with, and basically like stole all their sources and was communicating with them to kind of like, it wasn't intended to take theirs, but I was just respecting them and crediting them when I did videos. So my Little Big Planet stuff was getting some love back when I did it, and I went on to like keep doing that, and I ended up getting too busy to continue doing it because of my work hours, but I was still able to record things for myself. I just wasn't able to get together with one of my friends. So then I started doing videos for different oddball video games, but mostly Minecraft at the time. because Minecraft was new, people were making Minecraft videos. It was the thing. So I was making Minecraft videos. Went alright, got into Minecraft for a while. Specifically became interested in watching Milby when Milby got added. And then Milby got tired of doing that and then went over to Justin to start streaming. And I made a Justin TV account and started following there. I'm like, I want to do this. Because I was working too many hours to have the time to record a video, edit a video, put in the quality I wanted and make it really good. So I'd rather be able to just do things that were more long-term and long-lasting. No, well, the one that my VODs are on does have a bunch of Let's Plays locked away. What about my Discord, Holly? You can't just say Discord. What about it? Discord, I'm hollering at the moon. Ah. I've never seen that before. I've just never seen it before. I'm assuming Brickadia is not actually made by Lego. It's also far newer, as in it came out this year, which makes it a bit different. I didn't know about this. So that's all it is. That would probably be the better one than Holly. Lego Worlds was made a decade ago. Over a decade ago, probably. Trying to kind of monopolize on what Minecraft did. Possibly Clue. Holly was mentioning false. But I just got into streaming because I didn't really have the time. Right, I did not have the time to keep up with editing videos, so I just went to streaming. And then I just kind of fell in love with the direct interaction. There wasn't real, okay, to be clear, there was not direct interaction when I started streaming. When I started streaming, there was about 25-second to 45-second delay between when you would send a message and get to see my reaction, which means there was about a minute to a minute and a half between actual conversations. And that was at its best. That was at its best until about 10 years ago. 10 years ago, Beam came out. Beam later became Mixer. In Beam, when it launched, had 5-second delay. Beam had 5-second delay. And so I jumped over to Beam because I'm like, I want interaction. So I went straight over to Beam and I'm like, this is where I'm gonna be. This is the spot for me. I ended up becoming partner there. Things went well. They actually got it on Beam where it was less than a second delay. They had like 0.1, 0.2 second delay, which Microsoft bought them and now use that technology for Microsoft Teams and completely shut down Mixer. They shut down Mixer and just use the tech for Microsoft Teams now. But now most streaming things use it. Generally speaking, Twitch is down to about 3 seconds, which gives us a total of about 6 seconds. Is usually where we're at now. But Twitch was at their best. I think they had it at like 13. They go, we can't do any better than that. And it's like, well, Beam's getting millisecond delay, so bye. But Beam/Mixer is the whole reason we have channel points. It's the whole reason a lot of streaming has shifted. A lot of streamers that started before channel points haven't really kept up. Which is also where I kind of want to say that is an issue that you see with a lot of the hermits where they don't use channel points. They don't, and they really should. They should look into adding those interactions because those interactions are part of what makes streaming fun. There is no point in streaming if you are not going to be interactive. Like, streams to me are about interacting with your viewers, talking with your viewers, doing cool things, and making live interactions. It's important. Snow and I the other day bullying False. Snow and I were bullying False the other day. I have a rule that if I talk in False's chat, it's going to be a highlighted message. It will be highlighted messages every time, because that's the only redeem that False has is highlighted messages. So I've got a bunch of channel points. I'm going to use them all to highlight my message. That's how it works. It's the only thing you give me. Interaction is such a big thing, and I don't think people fully understand how important it is. Let's see. Do I have Lego Worlds? I do have Lego Worlds.
Explore endless worlds. Discover hidden secrets.
I mean, a lot of the hermits do play Phasmo, but I won't touch Phasmo because the creators of Phasmo are bigots.
Play together with friends in split screen or online. In a new kind of Lego game. This is Lego Worlds, available.
Lego Worlds 2017, so 9 years, 8 years. But I own it. Yeah, Bricadia would just be the new one, but it looks like Bricadia is made by an indie team because I didn't see Lego on any of the branding or anything. But the problem is so this is Telltale. All the Telltale games suck. And then this one's not Telltale, but this one sucks. Telltale. Lego 2K Drive is one of the worst games I've ever played. I just want to be clear on that. One of the worst games I've ever played. Do we have a trailer? Do we have a we don't even have a trailer for this. You seriously don't have a trailer. Also, I'm sorry, did I see that right? Okay, no, $15. But yeah, no, this Lego game is one of the worst games I have ever seen. And I don't know how to get to the store. I think nowadays the new Lego game's totally worth it. But I don't think a lot of the older ones are. I just want to show the trailer for the Lego game, but I wasn't allowed to show it there, I guess. Because it wanted to show me news. Come on. Load faster. A lot of the Lego games do not have a lot of replayability is the problem, Holly. Like a lot of the Telltale ones don't. It is one of the big things. Like a lot of the Telltale ones just do not have much playability. There is the new Lego Party coming out, which is just a Mario Party game. This one's new. Who's making this? Fictions Inc.
It's Saturday night somewhere, so make some noise for Lego Party!
Yeah, I think Bricadia would work well for you, Holly.
Competition.
We're minifigures, Dad. We don't have nails. It's an action-packed contest to collect the most golden bricks.
But will you be helped by friendly krakens?
But yeah, this is just Mario Party.
By evil monsters.
Or lightly toasted by a flying lizard with wings?
That's a dragon, Ted.
That's a dragon, Ted! I'm sorry, did you screw that up? Did I see that right?
Or lightly toasted by a flying lizard with wings?
Totally valid, Mars, and I do believe False would get that. Yeah. These are the games though I'm looking forward to. Like, look at this beautiful game. Look at this
Physically
game.
Mars. Now that we're such good friends, we should get matching tattoos. What should we get? It can be temporary if you want.
This is how Lego games should be. This right here. This is how all Lego games should be. Yeah, get a temporary one, Mars. Be chill. Like the Lego game visuals, this is flawless. This is how all Lego games should look. Bricktales was this, but Bricktales wasn't as fun. Like, I did play Bricktales and enjoy it, but it was a bit of a pain. Have a good one, Holly. But, like, this was one where you actually had to build things. Also, this was by Thunderful. Thunderful has does amazing work. But this was a little, like, exploration game. It's very cute. But yeah, no, there's Lego no longer partnering with Telltale was the smartest thing they could do. I really wish I could get you a trailer of this damn game. I guess this is a video. Like, you can just see it in this. They make it look cool. Like, you look at this, you go, wow, that looks like a competent game. It's not. That car 100% spun out on that turn. Oh, is this their launch one?
Everywhere in Big Butte. Show 'em how it's done. Boom! Touch the sky! That was awesome! Weaving in and out of the great stone monuments, surging along the dazzling waterways, and tearing up the town with friendly competition. You're on fire, Hotshot.
Dang it! Thanks to you, blockheads, I actually have to try this time.
It's really bad.
I'm going to smash you good for no apparent reason.
You really think you can beat me?
Silky smooth. The claws are coming out. Meow.
I've got horsepower. Giddy up. Come on, Hotshot. Let's get back out there and show the world what you can really do.
But yeah, it was a really bad game. I played it during their, like, they had a 2-hour demo available. I'm like, I'll play the 2-hour demo. I regret playing the 2-hour demo. It was really bad. I wanted my 2 hours back. Yeah, that alien, yeah, there was an alien invasion level and I had to drive around and drive over the aliens before they got to the things. And it was a tower defense. It was, what the fuck? It was bad. Telltale fell off, and like, Telltale didn't get their contract renewed, Telltale could not get their contract renewed with Lego to make more Lego games. And as a result, Telltale started making Funko Pop games. And that was a great seller, wasn't it? Oh, God. Yeah, they did the Funko Pop game. Yep, you're done. Sorry, Traveler's Tales. I think I was saying Telltale. Traveler's Tales. Different TT. Ooh, Dwarf Romantic got a console release? Hell yeah. Go Dwarf Romantic. They deserve that. Duck. Dangerous. Ultimate Cartridge Kidnapper. In a font on a background you can't see.
Memes, ducks, retro video games that will blow your mind, and ducks. Duck, there's also cats here. Look, you need to poke them with your finger on their noses, but don't poke the evil ones, they will bite you. As well, that one Western jewel, grandfather's well up and throws an axe. The same every frame. Oh my god, what is this? How to pass it? And the final boss is a bug that even the editor of this trailer could not pass the first time. He's very good, by the way. Duck, challenge yourself and feel the whole spectrum of those very emotions.
Duck! It's been a day, y'all. It's been a day. We are gonna call it there, and I'm probably gonna binge a bunch of anime. Because tonight calls for a bunch of anime. I appreciate y'all hanging out, though. This has been a fantastic Sunday night. I've come to really appreciate the Sunday night streams because those typically used to be, like, not the best, but y'all have, like, put in a lot of support lately, and it just means so much. Thank you, Snow, for the gift sub. Thank you, Dally, for the resub, and thank you, Dally, for the raid as well. Y'all have been lovely and kind. Tomorrow's my day off. There will be no streams tomorrow. I need to send you away. I'm going to send you over to... I'm good. What do you mean Grim is playing reroll? Grim's playing Katamari. We're going to raid Grim. I'm guessing Grim just got raided a second ago, but we're gonna go over to Grim. So Grim's gonna get another raid. I think. But yeah, I love and appreciate y'all. I hope you have a good one. Thank you for hanging out. I'll catch y'all next time. That said, see ya. Love ya. Bye-bye.
感じるコスモを感じるわ